This is Gary Atencio with CNTV, and today we're in Colorado. I'm here with award-winning author Bill Sonn, whose work has appeared in numerous publications back in the freelancing days, but now he has written a page-turner that unfolds like a blockbuster movie that can't possibly be true, and yet it actually is. I am joined here with the author, Bill. Thanks so much for joining us here today.
Thank you for having me.
I'm going to start off a little bit about yourself. You're formerly educated at Michigan State University. You then went to the University of Denver. In the past, you have served as editor of the Straight Creek Journal, as well as several healthcare publications and 2 news services. You were a freelance journalist before you left for more promising work, you say, the healthcare industry and as well as marketing. First of all, only to return once again to writing. Share with us how your passion for less promising work kind of won over.
I have always written, really, since middle school. It's the only thing I remember about middle school. But every job I've ever taken, I've tried to stay close to writing, always. And when I resigned from a healthcare system, my idea was I'm going to write part-time and consult part-time. And that never worked very well because I'd be consulting and the gig would end and I would think, am I ever going to get another job? And so I was busy doing that and didn't do much writing. And then I finally said about 6 years ago, the heck with consulting. And I just threw myself more into writing.
Interesting. I mean, let's start off first of all. Let's share where this story takes place. I mean, as a Colorado native myself, I have never even heard of the Camp Hale. Share with us where this plot unfolds in your book, which is Camp Hale.
Yes. Well, Camp Hale was sort of a last result that the Army took with this group of kind of goofball soldiers that I followed in this book. They were Camp Hale itself is this legendary around here, as you know, is the home of the 10th Mountain Division, which went on to great heroism. And actually, a lot of their members came back and started the ski industry here in the Rocky Mountain West and all. So, and this whole story started when I was at a research library and it was the middle of the afternoon. I was bored. I looked at I said, what else can I do? I looked at the catalog and saw a reference to treason and Camp Hale. And I thought, whoa, what's this about? And so I asked the librarian, bring me all the research stuff. And she brought 5 cartons full of things. And a couple years later, I had the story.
Wow, what a story. I mean, this place is Camp Hale. The year is 1942 when an army is assembled. But some that were chosen really are questionable. Kind of fill us in what was happening at that point.
Well, the Army it was in a rush to start a big army to fight a 2-front war. And yes, in the middle of 1942, they thought, oh my gosh, we've inducted some really strange people. And they may or may not have been really strange, but they may have been children of immigrants. They might have belonged to an isolationist group, which at the time was not a good thing to be. They might have an FBI record, but really mere suspicion was enough to get them to the Army's attention. So the Army went around the country, plucked these people, these suspected people, out of their basic training and sometimes right out of their troop train, and formed them all into 5 companies called special organizations. And the one I follow, they They sent them to a camp in the middle of South Dakota, too remote to cause any trouble. And then they caused trouble.
Yeah.
The
I mean, unsure. So basically, they were unsure of what to do with these misfits, really. And the army put them into a misfit company stashed away in a remote camp. Initially, and maybe even today, was all of this unknown to the civilian public.
Yes, it was. You know, the men themselves complained to their parents, congressmen, officials, et cetera, but the general public, no, did not.
They were not just hidden away from society, but they were actually abused, humiliated, and punished. Are the details that you share graphic in your book? And what age would you say is this a good read for?
Really, well, I would think anyone, but many of my buyers tell me, "Hey, I have a World War II attic in my family. This is a great gift." Or, "Hey, my uncle is a veteran, or my grandfather is a veteran. He'd really love this." And here in Colorado, as you mentioned, Camp Hale, they would see Camp Hale on the cover of the book and think, I need to read this." And these are all, I would say just history buffs, basically, is who reads
History
it.
buffs out there, anybody who loves a good story with twists and turns. Webster's definition of treason is the crime of betraying one's country. I mean, were these truly disloyal American soldiers or simply misfits whose cries maybe were never heard? What would you say?
They were disloyal. They didn't commit many crimes at all, and this is called something like treason. Certainly, the army thought of it as treason at the time, and then, but they were not hardened criminals at all. They were they had some sympathy for the enemy.
They definitely believed in what they were doing. I mean, their cries, their requests for transfers, they were never acknowledged, really. So, what was the plan or the plot that they came up with?
These people were so upset at being there. They talked about, "Oh, gee, uh, maybe we should desert. Maybe just get out of here." And then they thought, "Oh, gee, maybe all of us should desert at the same time." And that would get some attention, because if the public knew about this, they would never support it. Uh, and then finally, when none of this worked, they decided one day to let's wake up at midnight one night and go take over the armory and and ta- uh, take weapons and let's fight the army. Well, the army, of course, was listening in on all of this and wanted to said, "We need to send you to someplace more secure." And that's when they sent them to Camp Hale up in the Colorado mountains.
Wow, what a story. I mean, so the plot was to really bring World War II home. I mean,
Y-
reviews say this story has twists and turns of history, psychology, politics. I mean, just human frailty. What has been some of the feedback people have told you after reading the book?
Well, they do say, "Is this true?" And it can't be true. And I tell them, "Yes, it is true." The feedback I get is really surprise, and the surprise comes. The spoiler alert in the whole
Yeah.
story is that after they're caught and court-martialed and given long sentences, one of them is sentenced to hang. The spoiler is 10 years later, they're all successful businessmen, and that's what people. The first reaction I get is, "What? How did that happen?"
Wow. How did this happen is right. And this is an amazing but true story, really, of pro Nazi Americans plotting against the American war efforts. Is this forgotten history that maybe needs some more discussion, would you say?
Oh, I would think so. I mean, I'm just a believer in let's discuss anything and everything about histories. It's constantly repeating itself, and we ignore it at our own risk. But yes, absolutely. I would be. The interesting thing about it, one of the interesting things that needs more discussion is that one of the quote unquote crimes these people committed, which it wasn't really a crime, was belonging to, say, isolationist groups, which meant a completely different thing in World War II,
Yeah.
it does today. And I think we need to discuss more about what it means today.
Yeah. I think so. I mean, it's definitely, we see history repeats itself every day. We're seeing that in the news. We're seeing that everywhere in the whole world around us. Bill, one review says this would be a damn good story if it wasn't true, and a terrible one if it were true. As a
Right.
convicted former news professional yourself, is this rewarding for you to share this history with the public?
Oh, absolutely. A good part of actually the part of writing is telling a story. And it's really very satisfying to hear those kinds of comments.
I thought it was a great short story to share out there. I'm glad my viewers will have access to that book now. Viewers, let's take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. What you're going to see is his website. On the website, you can learn more about this author, and you can order this book as well as others that he has written as well. You can sign up for his newsletter right there, and maybe find yourself amused or not. But check out the newsletter. He'll walk you through some things going on today. The book is available on Amazon in paperback, audio, and Kindle download as well. Once again, that is Something Like Treason: Disloyal American Soldiers and the Plot to Bring World War II Home. This is Gary Atencio with CNTV, and if you don't know, now you know.